Officer Day, would you open my courtroom, please?
The state of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robinson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. We are on the record. We are calling file number 20152693, CarePoint Physical Therapy versus City of Detroit. Your respective appearances.
Morning, Your Honor. John Betts for Plaintiff CarePoint Physical Therapy.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yvonne Bradley on behalf of defendant City of Detroit.
Either of y'all members of the State Bar of Michigan?
We are, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have bar numbers?
John Betts is P24468, which is pretty close to Your Honor's P number.
Yeah. Ms. Bradley?
P54885, Your Honor.
Okay. Now, have we made our disclosures here? I see in the file that plaintiff has made plaintiff disclosures and pursuant to the 2.302. How about the city?
Your Honor, it's possible that the city had not made its disclosure, Your Honor. The prior attorney who was working for the City of Detroit is no longer there. And it's possible. However, Your Honor, I have made contact with Mr. Betts and we have started talking about the case. And I do believe that we could come to a resolution of the case.
Okay. How much time are we talking about?
Counsel, 30, 45 days?
45 days would be sufficient if the court would allow that.
All right, how about I give you guys a 30-day return date? And maybe by that time we can get this done. In the meantime, Ms. Bradley, if the city has not made its disclosures, that needs to happen.
Yes, sir.
If we get together again and the city has not made the disclosures, then we have a judgment by default. It's going to be
Very well, Your Honor.
pretty simple case.
Okay.
Does March 9 work for both of you?
It does, Your Honor.
And this time will be at 10 o'clock. I know I gave you notices for both 10 and 11. That's what happens when files get separated. But we'll be at March 9th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Understood. Thank you.
See if we can get this thing done, okay?
Your
Thank you,
Honor,
Your
if I could, is there another City of Detroit matter?
No, what happened is that I have a number of City of Detroit cases. And somehow a pleading on your case came up without the court file. And so I scheduled something. I thought this file was on my 11 o'clock docket, when in fact it was on my 10 o'clock docket. And that's why you have notices in your file for a 10 o'clock pretrial today, as well as an 11 o'clock pretrial.
All right, Your Honor. And there was counsel, I believe, Ms. Moore, who's in the waiting room. Is she here on the city matter?
She's here on, True Scan versus City of Detroit. Are you doing that as well?
Your Honor, if I could find out what case that is, I could get information and probably assist the court.
That case number is 2015618, but the attorney for that is Mr. Asher, who has apparently appeared while we
Okay, very well. That's fine.
Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's get your disclosure made. Thank
Will
you.
do. Thank you.
We're off the record.
You. I love you. Say you wouldn't have. Don't even let her leave.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your
Good,
Honor.
Judge. How are you today?
It's one of my days. This is the TrueScan versus City of Detroit case.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's call your file. We are on the record. This is case number 20156-818. The case is entitled TrueScan LLC versus City of Detroit. Now, this appears to be our this is our fourth pretrial here. Your respective appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sharon Moore, P 70411. You're appearing here on behalf of the plaintiff, TrueScan.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alfred Ashew, P82536, appearing on behalf of defendant, City of Detroit.
Okay, first thing, is our discovery done here?
I believe so. We're actually engaged in pretty aggressive settlement talks at the moment. So I think there's a good chance of getting this case resolved.
Ms. Moore?
Yes, I agree, Your Honor. There's no more discovery outstanding, and we have been engaged in discussions as recent as yesterday.
All right, then let's give you a short turnaround date. How about February 23rd?
Let me just check to make sure. That works for me.
Ms. Moore?
February 23rd. Yes, that works, Your Honor.
Okay, February 23rd at 10 o'clock will be our next pretrial on this file. Your discovery is closed.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's see if we can get this file put to bed. Is there anything else we've accomplished today?
Not at this time for plaintiff.
Mr. Ashe?
Not at the time, Your Honor.
Okay, we're all done then, mouth not working. Be safe. And
You too.
we'll talk to you on February 23rd at 10 o'clock and reminding you your discovery now is now closed. Thank you for coming in. We're off the record. You're free to go.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Fisher, you're here on the Citibank versus Deloitte Sparrow matter. No audio. Lips are moving, no sound. Turn on your audio.
My apologies. Yes, Your Honor, on behalf of Ms. Farrow.
All right, which one of you guys are here on that file?
I'm on the Citibank matter, Your Honor.
You're on the Citibank matter? Okay, you two stay, Mr. French. You go back to my waiting room and we'll get this file back and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. All right, let's call your file. That's 986. We are on the record calling case number 20157-986. That file is entitled Trustees for Michigan Conference versus Kirk Sherelda Hogan? That's the right file?
No.
I think we're looking for the Citibank Faro matter, Your Honor.
Sorry. Picked up the wrong file folder. Huh. This is case number, yeah, sorry about that. 20157-986. Citibank versus Deloitte Sparrow. Your respective appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Gruen, Groen. P number is 56673 on behalf of plaintiff Citibank.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Greg Fisher, P80885, Ms. Farrow.
Okay, now, we had an amended answer filed here on behalf of the defendants. How are we doing on our discovery? Because I also have a motion for summary disposition filed on behalf of the plaintiff. Is our discovery done now?
I think we're just waiting for a few outstanding responses from Mr. Fisher. He looks like he emailed our lead counsel yesterday and said those should be shortcoming. So I'm hoping discovery should be closed out within the near future, Your Honor.
Mr. Fisher?
Yeah, I suppose 30 days, Your Honor.
I thought you were about to finish the discovery.
You know what?
How long?
Actually, that's fine, Your Honor.
How long is it going to take you to accomplish that, Mr. Fisher?
Oh, no, their discovery will be before the end of the week.
Okay. Have you guys started to talk about settlement?
Not yet, no.
Okay. How about I have you back on February 23rd, make sure that this discovery is done. And then you guys, if you have it at the point where you can't settle the case, then I've got a motion of summary disposition to Cal. Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
So
What about you?
you'll schedule the motion for summary at that date then, Your Honor?
Well, actually, you guys are going to settle, but if you don't, then I will.
Positive thoughts there, Your Honor.
Well,
Perfect.
I mean, let me ask you something. When is the last time either of you tried one of these cases?
It's been years, Your Honor.
So we know we're going to settle. So
I'm
we're
hoping.
not arguing about the outcome. We're arguing about when. That's all. We're arguing about when.
Okay.
February 23rd works?
Same time then at 10 o'clock, Your Honor?
What I'm going
Okay.
to do then is I'll send out a notice closing your discovery February 15th. That way Mr. Fisher can get everything done. Setting it for pretrial February 23rd. If we're not able to settle at that point in time, then we'll be looking to calendar Mr. Groen's motion for summary disposition. Does that work for everybody?
Sounds perfect, Your Honor.
Mr. Fisher?
Yes, Your Honor.
February 23rd at 10 o'clock. Let's get this one put to bed. It's time to close the file, gentlemen.
I'm sure you have enough files. You can live without a few.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you. We're off
Thank
to
you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
day, okay? Bye.
All right, we are on the record calling case number 2015865. Trustees for Michigan Conference of Teamsters Welfare Fund versus Coke Hogan, Sheila Hogan. Your respective appearances.
Michael Mills, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ron French appearing on behalf of the defendant, Kirk Hogan.
Either you gentlemen members of the State Bar of Michigan?
Yes, Michael Mills, P29209.
Yes, Ron French, 66393.
All right, gentlemen. We've had our discovery open in this file since October. How are we doing on discovery? Are we about done?
I have to confess, we had a pretrial conference scheduled back in November, and I was not aware that discovery had been granted in district court. It's generally done by leave, and generally it usually follows the pretrial conference. So I guess the answer to your question, to be perfectly frank, is no.
Well, here's the problem that I have here. You appeared on November 23rd in response to a notice dated October 26th. That same notice that gave notice of the pretrial, there's a box checked on that same form. Written discovery is open. Look at your October 26th notice for the November 23rd pretrial.
I'll take your Honor's word for it.
So here we are now in February. We're more than 90 days open. And then we had our pretrial on January 12th, a month ago. Written discovery remains open. What has been done since then?
I didn't see anything on January 12th about discovery. My apologies. It's not a very complicated case. Factually, discovery is not going to consist of a whole lot.
Well, here's the situation. We've had discovery open in this file more than 90 days. And what I hear both of you saying is neither of you have done any written discovery. Is that fair to say?
It is, Your Honor. Michael Mills here.
It is, Your Honor.
Are either of you intending to do any written discovery? I guess I should ask that.
I think there's some simple discovery that would be helpful. I would think maybe 30 to 45 days would be very sufficient at this point in time.
When are you going to do it?
Post haste.
You've had 90 days, you've done nothing. I opened your, you know, you can't tell me that you didn't know it was open because you appeared for the pretrial conference on this notice on the same piece of paper.
I'm looking at the notice of the pretrial conference, January 12th.
No, go back to the notice before that one. Look for the one. Look for the one dated 10/26/20 for the November 23rd pretrial.
I don't have that in front of me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Then look at, you had the January 12th one.
I do. I'm looking at that, and I don't see anything on there about discovery. In all honesty.
How about the box that says, you see where it says pretrial conference? Check the box. Check.
Pretrial conference is checked.
All right. How about the box other? Written discovery.
Nothing checked. Nothing on the copy that I have. It may be a carbon copy issue. Because I can hardly make out the date, February 9, 2000. I can hardly make out that date. It's very, very faint.
All right, gentlemen, this is what we're going to do. Your next date to me is going to be March 9th. Does that work for both of you?
March 9?
Does that work for you?
That works for me.
What about
Michael
you?
Mills, it works for me.
That works for me as well, Your Honor. What
All right,
time?
well,
What time is it? 10?
March 9th at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's good for me.
Your discovery will close March 8th. If you're going to do written discovery, you need to get started.
Very well, thank you.
We'll send out a notice. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Off the record.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
You too, sir. go turn these two in. Turn these three in. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let's call your file. This is case number 19176-906, Dynamic MRI versus Auto Owners Insurance. The file is here before pretrial. The last note I have from our scheduling order for today indicates that our discovery is closed. All pending motions have been withdrawn. Your respective appearances.
Good morning, Harold and Beverly. On behalf of the plaintiff, P444028.
Michael Watt on behalf of defendant 63869. And Your Honor, you are correct. We do not consider, we have withdrawn any motions that were filed. I found that after our last conference, my paralegal submitted a motion, but I had no intention of arguing it, and she was asked to withdraw it.
Okay, so our discovery is closed. Where are we on settlement?
My client has not given me authority that I believe is going to be sufficient to settle the case. My recollection is, Miss Beverly, you made a demand somewhere north of $10,000 or $12,000, if I'm correct.
Yes, it was north of that.
Okay.
And it was done, the first demand was done on February 26, 2020.
Yeah.
And then another one on October 8th, 2020.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a response from either one of them.
Okay, then I apologize for that. My understanding is that we had sent you an offer for $1,100, and if I'm mistaken, that's what we have. I assumed that it was not sufficient.
I don't have that.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's the situation. One thing I will say about you folks, this case has changed my perspective on how I manage no-fault files. Yours was the last case where I opened written discovery. I think it's fair to say that in this case, the discovery was, how to say this charitably, out of control. So going forward, what I have done on my no-fault cases going forward, I simply permit the disclosures under 2.3028. This, I have a file folder here. That's the thickest file folder in all the cases that I have on a PIP case. So thank you both for the lesson. So discovery is closed. Is it time to set up a settlement conference where I require parties be present, not physically. Obviously, we're not doing anything physically these days. Everything is on Zoom.
Yes, Your Honor, I think that would be appropriate.
Sure, Your Honor. I have, full authority, and I don't have any response back from defendant. If he can find something and send it over to me, I always take all counters to my client, but I haven't received anything.
Okay, well, let's do this. Why don't I give you guys a short week, a 2-week period of time to get that done? Because, because one of the things that I saw in this file very early on, and I'm not blaming anybody, but it did occur. I don't know how. Obviously, I wasn't part of the show, but I think it's fair to say that communication between counsel broke down pretty early, and everything pretty much went to hell in the handbasket after that. So let's have you back February 23rd. Does that day work for both of you? That's not a settlement conference. This is just a pretrial for us, so that we can get whatever offers and counters we're going to have exchanged in that time period, find out whether or not the file can be resolved. That day work for everybody? What about you, Mr. Watt?
Yes, Your Honor, it'll work.
Okay, February 23rd at 11 o'clock, we'll have another pretrial conference. And what I'd like you to do in the meantime is, now that we've gotten ourselves pretty much procedurally on all fours, let's get this case resolved.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Thank you. I have one more.
No, you don't.
Okay, then that means you got your paperwork.
You had a file that ended in 144.
Yes, you got the paperwork.
Paperwork on that on yesterday.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You guys are done. Thank you. February 23rd at 11 o'clock. And let's get this case settled.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Oh, where's my German? Oh. You can unmute yourself, Mr. Jowski. Good morning.
Good morning.
My screen tells me Mr. Hawkins is joining, but I don't see him at this point.
Okay.
Oh, here he is. Deshaun Hawkins? He's not on audio yet. All right, Deshaun Hawkins,
Yes, I'm here.
do you have video?
Yes, I do. Give me 1 minute to figure out. There we go.
Okay, let's call your file. We are calling case number 20165-429, ADLP Investments versus Deshaun Hawkins. This is our first pretrial. Your respective appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Robin Stradowski on behalf of the plaintiff, ADLP, P number 71195.
And what is your name, sir?
Deshaun Hawkins?
Is it your intention to represent yourself in this matter?
Yes.
You have an absolute constitutional right to do that. What you do not have is a right to your own set of rules of civil procedure, your own rules of evidence, and your own statutes. If you elect to represent yourself, as is your constitutional right, the same rules that bind that attorney will bind you. Do you understand that?
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay. Where are we on this file, people?
Well, Your Honor, this is scheduled for a pretrial. We have not received an answer in this case. This was originally in Southfield, then it was transferred over to the 36th District Court. We submitted a default judgment in this case, but I see now that Mr. Hawkins has appeared, so I'm not sure how you'd like to proceed, but that's where we're at.
Mr. Hawkins, did you file an answer to the complaint here?
I did not. My first question, I guess, would be, what is this in regards to?
Mr. Hawkins, do you have the complaint?
The only thing I have is a letter from the court saying that I had to appear here now.
No, you would have gotten this one at the beginning of the lawsuit. Someone would have served you with a summons and complaint.
I am not certain where that paperwork will be, Your Honor.
All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to adjourn this matter to March the 9th.
Okay.
Mr. Wdowski, you will send him another copy of the summons and complaint. Mr. Hawkins, you have 14 days from today to file your answer to the complaint here in the 36th District Court and serve counsel for the other side. If you fail to answer, I will default you. Do you understand what I have said to you?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay.
Just to confirm while we're here, is it 16121 Rosemont Avenue, Detroit, Michigan, 48219? Is that the best address?
Yes, it is. That's correct.
Okay, we will send that. You are also welcome to call our office so that we could work something out prior to the next hearing.
And what is your office phone number?
734-254-1080.
Okay. And do I ask for you?
You would, let me see, you would ask for, I'm not sure who's handling your file. You could either ask for Chris or Ayana.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I will send out to both of you notice of our next get together, March 9th at 11 o'clock. And the order, I will also open your written discovery at this time. So if you want to do any discovery, you can consider that now open to you both. Is there anything else we can accomplish today?
Nothing else for us, Your Honor.
Anything for you, sir?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, then we'll March 9th at 11 o'clock, get that answer file within 14 days, and serve a copy of your complaint, then send proof of service of that, Mr. Rudowski. You serve the court and you serve Mr. Rudowski your copy of your answer, sir. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, have a good day. Thank you both.
Thank you. You have a good day too.
Thank you. You as well.